Hey everybody, it's John and it's Dry Fire Monday, and this week I have a couple of interesting tricks that I want you to work on to maximize your grip so that you are working in dry fire like you will in live fire and maximizing your precision and your recoil control. So let's talk about it. The Mantis X firearms training system attaches to any gun with a rail and to your phone via Bluetooth to track barrel movement every shot you take. Use it to help you be the most accurate, fastest shot you possibly can in a defensive encounter. I use it in my training all the time. So first of all, let's remind ourselves of our master grip, right? So what we're doing here with our dominant hand, in my case it's my left hand, you're probably right-handed and that's okay, is that with what I'm really not trying to do is I'm not really trying to squeeze or make two fists. Now I'm going to show you here what I consider the thumbs forward grip. Okay, so if we're doing a crush grip instead and you're just squeezing with each hand as much as you can, it makes things just a little bit different. We'll talk about it in a minute. But here what we're doing is we are using the knuckles here, these bones, to press directly back. So I'm not just trying to squeeze and do this with my dominant hand. What I'm really trying to do is this and really press downward. And that uses some different muscles and different tendons. So that hand, I'm pressing backward as good as I can. Then I'm taking this hand here and this one here I am pressing side to side. So this hand goes front back, dominant, my support hand side side. I honestly don't care what happens to your thumbs. Some people keep them up. I push them forward just to keep me forward on the gun as far as I can. So my non-dominant hand ends up looking kind of like this because what I'm really trying to do is get my pinky up and on the gun. That's the way that you're going to maximize the amount of grip pressure that you can put on the gun. Now let's talk just a little bit about grip strength, okay? So you can get something like this, which is a grip strength tester. You can get these on Amazon for like 20 bucks. And you can get a grip strength trainer. This one here is adjustable, but you can get them in different sizes for not much, 10, 12 bucks. And what you really want, if you want to do the thumbs forward grip on a pistol, is you need to have 60 pounds of grip strength in each hand, both dominant and non-dominant. And therefore, if you test and you're like, gosh, I only have 45 pounds of grip strength in each hand, then you want to work up to that so that you can adequately grip the pistol to control recoil well. Also, if you have a significant strength imbalance hand to hand, if your dominant hand is very strong and your non-dominant hand isn't, get some grip strength trainer, work on that just a little bit, sitting around watching TV at night or whatever, do a few so that you're working on your grip strength. Now, this week's particular activity is I want you to work on how am I gripping the pistol. Now, man, old school is people talk about 60-40 or whatever, but really almost every significant trainer that I know of today is talking about how hard you grip the pistol. Hard. How hard? A little harder. And you want to get it just until it's almost not quite shaky, right? So I want to get both hands on the gun, get nice tight grip on there, get my hand, again, we've always talked about this, but up as high as I possibly can, high grip on the pistol if I possibly can. Then I get that support hand up there as high as I can to get my support hand pinky on the gun. Get that out there, get a nice squeeze, everything's tight, great, and the gun goes off and does its thing, and we reset the trigger, go get it again, feel it, press that trigger straight to the rear, get the shot to go off, and we keep going. Now here's the interesting bit for you. What we can work on is we can work on which fingers give us the most response, the most accurate shot, and then when we go to the live fire range, we can see which ones give us the best control of recoil. Here's what I'm talking about. We reset the trigger. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to really focus on my middle finger. Yes, my other fingers will be a part of it, but I'm really focused on my middle finger on my dominant hand in order to grip the pistol and really dominating the pistol with that particular finger. Now when I do that, I'm probably thinking about these first two fingers on my support hand as I get on there. And as I am going to drive this out and really feel those fingers, what I'm feeling is, in my world, I have a hard time. I got to really focus to make sure that the pistol stays steady. So then now I'm going to focus, instead of this one here, I'm going to focus on these bottom two fingers on each hand. And if I get a hold of the gun here, then I can feel that, grip it really strong, feel those fingers, and let the shot go. For me, I have a much easier time when I'm focusing, as long as I get the nice high grip and everything is gripped right, if I focus on gripping with these bottom two fingers. So one way you can do this is one of the reasons I just absolutely adore the Mantis unit, is this can give you some objective data on how your shots go when each one is there. So we just started it up. Let's see how it goes. We'll throw it up there, and that way you can see kind of what's going on in my world when I do this. So once again, now I'm going to focus on those top fingers. You know, obviously my trigger finger is unique, so I'm focusing on my middle finger on my dominant hand, top two fingers with my support hand, and that's where I'm really focusing. Not that the others don't have any, but that this ones are unique. Okay, that was a 90.8, not too bad. Really focusing there. Okay, 96, that was a really good shot. Okay, so let's do another one here. Pretty good shot again, 95.9. Now, I'm going to change that focus and really work here with my bottom two fingers on each hand. Now, again, I'm not gripping with the other ones, just focusing as best I can. So now we're going to really get a feel for the bottom fingers there. Okay, 96.3, great shot. Second one's... Okay, 95.1, another good shot. So when you're shooting really well, you won't see huge differences here, but what I'd encourage you to do is do a couple of benchmarks. Do a Manus benchmark focusing on the top couple fingers, do a Manus benchmark focusing on the bottom couple of fingers. I think what you'll find, at least what I've found, especially when I'm not in dry fire but I go to live fire, is that when I focus on those bottom fingers, I control recoil a lot better and the gun comes back on plane a lot faster and a lot easier. And so what I tend to do is that when I get a hold of that pistol and grip, drive the gun out, really feel my pinkies digging in and then break the shot. And now I got a 95.2 on that one. And then the shot does what I want it to do. Experiment with that. Feel, where's the grip pressure coming from each finger? Which one does me best? How does that go? And keep doing those. Do them in open training just to feel what is that doing. And then you get to look and see what is that doing for you? How is that affecting your shooting? And then go to the live fire range. Verify what it does for you in live fire. So this week, working on which fingers are we really paying attention to, gripping most. Not again that we're not gripping with the other ones, but which ones are we paying attention to make sure we have a nice tight grip with, and seeing what that does for our shots, getting it broke, bang, keep going. That was a great shot, and we'll keep going from there. 200 shots this week. This will make you a better shooter. Hope it helps you.